Yo.
Yeah, man, we back at it once again. The lyrical take my Haka. Yeah.
I'm from Jamaica.
Yeah, man. Big Hop, Big Six, Bigger Business. Back at it once again, man. My friends, we here. It's the day of reckoning, man, but we're going to take it real easy, real slow, man. We got a lot of interesting stuff to cover, interesting topics. Well, you know we got to start with the downfall of Patrick Mahomes, baby.
Ooh.
He's done, baby.
Ooh.
Nah, he ain't done, though, but that was a great game played by Philadelphia. Hell of a defense. And, hey, Jalen Hurts, them haters, shh.
I ain't gonna lie, I was a skeptic of Jalen Hurts. Not really a hater, because he plays my Niners, so I know how good he can be when he focused. But I didn't think it was gonna happen in that fashion. I don't think nobody did.
Nah, nobody expected that.
Even the Eagles fan, I don't think they.
Hell no.
I for a fact, I would have bet all my money on it. I don't bet anymore. I'm a Christian man, but look, I for surely knew that Saquon was gonna have to score some touchdowns or at least get 80 yards rushing for them to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
None of that happened.
Yeah.
None of that happened. Jalen Hurts put that team on his back. The defense showed up, and they the score is really 34-0. Let's just be honest about that.
Yeah.
Them 2 last-minute garbage can ass touchdowns or 3, whatever it was. You feel me? Real football fans know, like, then garbage time, halftime, they was already partying, doing lines in the bag. You feel me? Buying hookers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on now.
That's popping it up, cause I know Saquon cooked all y'all slips. I know everybody who did the prize pick bets got fried that day, but for sure we thought Saquon needed 100 yards at least to win. Nobody thought it was going to happen in the fashion. Only person who got yards that game was Jalen Hurts. He had 70 rushing yards, about 221 passing yards. He the only one. All that garbage time, Patrick Mahomes throwing the ball, that don't count.
That don't count.
I mean, if you bet, yeah, but in real life, we know what that was. You know what I'm saying? They had to cover a couple more spreads, but
that's all that was.
Yeah, but they got beat. They got the brakes beat. They got beats by Dre, BTA. As the youngsters like to say, it was over. It was over. Damn, the light damn near fell on that one. But
that's how crazy it was. That's
it was crazy.
The beating was.
Shout out.
I was pretty happy.
Yeah, shout out Gilly and Wallow. Well, Gilly. All the real Philly boys. Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? I know they up there doing it up right now because nobody expected that.
Shout out the whole Philadelphia, man.
Philly.
We didn't want to. I didn't want to. Shout out Philadelphia. I didn't want to see no 3-peat. Nobody wanted to see that.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that.
The last 3-peat that was, in American sports that was accepted was the Lakers.
Yeah.
And that's because of Kobe.
Yep. Hey, Warriors should have got one, but we didn't because of powers that be. But it was just a crazy game. Killy won. Philadelphia won. The Chiefs, what was my point about that, man? I can't think of it right now, but they got beat, man. Patrick Mahomes, we don't want to hear no more of that 3-peat. Oh, yeah, I said it early in the season. I was telling this brother that when you cheat like that and the NFL try to stack the deck for you and you got that miraculous season, man, it never ends well, man. My reference to that was the Patriots. That year they went undefeated or 17 and 16 and 1 back then. And they got to the Super Bowl and they lost the Super Bowl, I believe, to Eli Manning. And it's just, when they try to stack the deck for you, man, it never works out in the end. The
only difference in that, the Patriots really was raw that year.
They was. That's true.
That's true. It's going to be crazy for me to say this, but if you paid attention this year, this was like the Chiefs' worst season.
The Chiefs was supposed to be 5-12 this year.
It was like their worst season. All these games came down to last-minute calls.
8-8 at the best.
Miraculous blocked field goal, or just all type of it was like, God, jeez Louise, like what's going on? And
that wasn't gonna work when they ran up against a real team who got that same type of work and drive, and they put the pressure on the refs. The media did. Shout out to media, even though they wasn't even hyping at first. Even though the refs was getting away with it early in the season, once they put the focal point on them and the refs couldn't make them crazy calls, I don't even think the calls mattered.
It didn't. You know what it really was?
What?
It was really that formula, and I'm finna put out the formula right here. This is just what I saw. Your front four got to be vicious. They shut down the run, and they was all on Mahomes all day. If you can rush 4 and drop 7 in coverage, it's going to be hard to get a pass off. It's going to be hard to find somebody open. Everything will have to be on a needle, on pinpoint, Google Maps. It's going to have to be that accurate. So that's the formula to beating Patrick Mahomes. Maybe 5, no more than 5. All that send 4, blitz 2.
Yeah.
He's gonna pick you apart.
He's gonna get that off.
He's gonna get that off. But you send 4, some good man coverage. Even zone look crazy. Half zone on this, half side of the field zone. This side man, you mix it up. I don't care who you are as a quarterback. It's hard. You feel me? You still have to read through your progressions.
2 picks, 2 passes, 1 for pick 6. That goes to show. You know what I'm saying? They locked that boy up, put him in the headlock. And let's keep it real, the Chiefs did good against Saquon. They bottled that, they shut Saquon down.
That was their whole thing.
Huh?
That was their whole thing.
That was their whole plan, right?
If we're going to lose this, it's not going to be Saquon. They put all their eggs on that.
And that's where Jalen Hurts proved the haters wrong.
They was like, we're going to make Jalen Hurts beat us, just like everybody else that watch football and it's just a fan of the sport. And I ain't just talking about fans of certain teams, but just a fan of the sport. Sometimes, you know what? Let's just make Jalen Hurts beat us.
Yeah.
This time, everything was focused on Saquon, and Jalen Hurts showed up and showed out.
And that's sports regardless.
LeBron's
not finna beat us. Kobe's not finna beat us. Curry's not finna beat us.
Yeah.
It gotta be somebody else gonna beat us. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they did that day. And hey, Jalen Hurts stepped up. So kudos to them. But what everybody was watching for, the youngsters, they was definitely turned up, man. Your boy. I'm gonna run the clip for y'all, man.
I hear you like I'm young.
Like I'm young.
It's your uncle Sam.
They had Uncle Sam out there.
That was my favorite part right there.
You see, with the crip walk, the walk.
Henry Crip, with Crip Walk originated from.
I want to perform their favorite song.
Henry Crip was actually a one-legged dude.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they used to get down like.
Yeah, that's song.
It's a Crip Walk reincarnated.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's where they got it from. That's what I heard.
And it's probably A minor.
A minor.
Let me hear you say. Ain't talking about nothing. Pickable.
Okay, peekaboo. I just put some boogers in my peekaboo.
How'd you feel? I want to hear you first. You already know. You know how I'm bumming.
It was my son's birthday that day, man. The kids in the living room turned up to the Kendrick show. I ain't gonna lie to G and X, if I'm saying that right, that album, a couple of them songs grew on me. I ain't gonna lie, I'm still rocking with my boy Drake, but it's not even Kendrick versus Drake thing, but I appreciated the halftime performance. I ain't gonna lie, like it was boozy, it was cool. They had some Bay-destrians, some Bay Area originals out there. The Turf Fiends, I believe, was out there. Shout out to Turf Fiends. Made it to a nationwide stage. So I got to give my props out to big ups to Kendrick for bringing them out there. And putting the culture on there. It's all a part of the culture. This ain't about Drake versus Kendrick, them versus that. It's all the culture. So, you know what I'm saying? He put on the mainstream the culture. We'll get back into that after this, but, he put on during that time on a national TV scale. He could have bought the boy AZ Chike out there for that peekaboo sound.
Why would he bring him out? Why would he bring any of them out?
He had a lot of. Who did he bring out? He brought out SZA. SZA did her thing.
Of course, yeah.
SZA did her thing. I like that. SZA did her thing.
It's a difference between putting you on a song and then bringing you to the biggest platform in the world. It ain't that much love.
You gotta put clearance. You probably gotta get clearance for that.
Yeah, you gotta get yourself there first.
Yeah, for sure.
Something.
That's true though, but great. But go big on it, man. How you feel about the halftime?
You know what? I actually, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was actually cool. I don't know, the Bay part was cool. I didn't understand. Maybe somebody in the comments can enlighten me, all the black men, in the formation of an American flag.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that part. I did like the backdrops though. I did like the setup, with the street and the light poles and people at the top of the light poles chilling. I did like that. I don't know what Serena Williams is doing. It's like, all right, enough.
How was that? You seen her fucking with it?
Yeah, whatever that, I can't even think of it. Rudy Tooty, whatever that was. I don't know what that was, but it's like, Serena, you got a man at home. Go home, be with your man. Get off Drake tip. Like, why are you still like? What's going on? Are you that distraught? Because she would have really crip walked it out. I'm talking about Dub C. You feel me? Like,
ain't nobody hit it like Dub.
I'm just saying, she would have got close.
That when I was little.
I would have respected it. That right there, I didn't know what that was. That's like a little skip. Like, look, I'm with your enemy, Kendrick. I don't know what that was. So,
did they end bad? They ended badly.
I mean, you think? What if I got some Beyonce? And we're saying little old me got some Beyonce one day, and then it just broke off. Whether it was badly or sadly, it was badly.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Whether she was happy, I'm gonna be sad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold everybody else's standards that they can't reach. So
Yeah.
I'm sure whoever she's messing with, you feel me? It ain't Drake.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how she feel about it. She feels some type of way. That little weak ass salsa dance she did or whatever that was, I don't know what it was. Tybo in the morning with Kevin Gates, I don't know what that was. But this is my part. This is what I've been saying. Why Kendrick didn't do none of them songs that made Kendrick Lamar?
I am a sinner.
It's
Probably gonna sinner. He didn't
pull
do
up, drink, smoke dank. You still love me. Where was all that good stuff at? His whole run is based off Drake.
You gotta think about that.
His whole run is based off
gotta
Drake.
think about that.
I'm not saying it. He showed y'all. He performed it. His whole run. Now, them songs he performed, yeah, there's some bangers. They don't get no play in my whip, but those some bangers. They come on in the club. I'm gonna blend in with the crowd. But let's talk about the stadium. My boy Kai Cenat was there. He said it wasn't like that.
What you mean?
It wasn't like that.
They wasn't rocking?
The first when he came out, it was song through song.
It was
scissor. You know,
because
song through song.
Even listening to it,
Samuel Jackson came out.
the first two songs you couldn't hear.
And like that. That was about it.
Yeah.
You feel me? We even saw some crowd footage. You know.
But all that, that should sound cool on like in the car while you sleeping or on the way to school or work or whatever. Whoever listens to Kendrick on the daily. But during that Super Bowl concert, you could barely hear what he's saying. I knew I wasn't tweaking. It was like every other word. I did better like all that first songs where you rapping hella fast trying to free the people or whatever. Yeah, it didn't come off the same until you got them couple hits, which was They Not Like Us. And that
everybody already know, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them was the only ones that really got the crowd into it.
Yeah, he's on that Space Jam regiment where they told Michael Jordan, he's gonna chain you up and you're gonna lose 21s all day and people gonna dunk on you.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to perform the song for the rest of his life and that's all people want to hear. Unless he starts another beef. You feel me?
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Ain't no other beef he can start that's gonna even...
No, I'm just saying, unless he just unless he try, he's gonna ride this out. He's gonna ride this out. I would...
Yeah, but yeah, man, it was definitely, yeah, man, it didn't come across, and I know it was a lot of, it's other people that watch Super Bowl, it's not all black people, so that's definitely for the culture that keep talking about all these symbolic things. I hate every time Kendrick say a word,
my God.
We gotta break this down like he's solving the quantum physics in our front of our face. This means you seen the red, white, and blue. That means it might be a lot of symbolic things going on.
Let Kendrick say that.
Yeah, let Kendrick. At that point, we don't even know if he really mean that. This is people watching and making a whole script about like that meant this meant that. Like, all right, cool.
Isn't his wife or whatever white or some of that? His white wife?
No, Kendrick don't got no white wife. He got a light skinned Betty though.
Her name's Kodak Black and not your white wife.
Nah, hell nah. I ain't gonna do him like that.
But he still ain't sitting in his office like, how could I represent Malcolm X and the you feel me? And
he read a 7th grade history book and then write it and make a rap about it.
Which is cool.
Power to you. I'd rather have somebody doing it than somebody not. So,
is he doing it though?
I mean, I'm not saying he's being an activist and actually getting out in the community and making a difference, but he's bringing it up.
He got his little Fendi facts, his little Easter eggs here and there.
He go down to the Nicholson Gardens and do his TDE day and come out and show love back to the projects down there. I respect that.
If that's the case, I'm outside every day. I'm showing love to Oakland every day. Shit. If that's the case, you mean?
That's true.
But that's for street cred, bro. That's all that is, bro. That's for street cred, bro.
Yeah, but I like, people being up to see you do mean something to the people. He might inspire somebody coming out that place right there. Like, oh yeah, I grew up watching Kendrick, and then, you know what I'm saying? It might inspire him to do something great one day. I don't know. But,
mustard! That's the only part that turned me up. The kids was happy.
Kendrick got the youth right now. He got the youth. He does.
He was happy.
He had 50, 11 kids.
Of course, he
going dumb.
He doing nursery raps.
Yeah.
He rocking the cradle.
And they definitely brainwashed everybody with They Not Like Us.
He not giving you bars. Turn it to me off. Turn it to you. He's repetitive. You feel me?
Did you see the little clip where he took a whole bunch of song titles, and that was the whole verse, and they not like us. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. He's supposed to be a genius, bro. I guess it's genius.
He pretty smart.
He's pretty smart. Sure.
He spanked Drake ass.
Drake, belt out. I'm trying to say BTA. Drake, just come out and drop at this point, cause this wave is already peaked out. Now it's like on the slope, and once he got to stop talking about you, that's when we gonna see is Kendrick Drake. Once he got to stop talking about Drake and get back to being Kendrick, let's see if he gets them same numbers, same attention.
I hate. We even bring Drake into this, but we all know Drake don't miss a summer.
Yeah.
He don't miss a summer.
Yeah.
It's cold right now. Sit down, read a book, stack your money, chill with old girl.
See who real, see who not.
See who real, see who not. DJ Khaled, no, I'm not signing off on them songs. I know you saw that. Oh, DJ Khaled, Drake, they was on stage. A while back, DJ Khaled got a little sign up like, I got 2 Drake songs. And then when it came time to clear him, he was like, no. What am I clearing this for?
Yeah. Did DJ Khaled take a side during that?
He didn't take a side, but you didn't say nothing. You didn't.
Oh, you didn't step up for me.
You didn't step up nothing.
Yeah.
What do you think this is?
Drake, keep doing what you're doing. Drake, go find the talent that don't got a voice and give him a platform. Same thing he did for Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? So, with Drake, I don't think this is over. It's far from over for Drake, but like I said, this ain't got nothing to do with Drake. It's about Kendrick. Kendrick, good job on the Super Bowl performance.
I'll say this: all Drake gotta do is be quiet till the summer come and bop. Whatever you're gonna do right now, drop it. But just stop making headlines. Because every time you make headlines, then it gives that man something to feed off of. Yeah. Kendrick, like I said, great job. They said the crowd wasn't, all into it. I will say this: most of the people that can afford to go to Super Bowl are 45-year-old white man. Yeah. So I'll say that. All they know was. Tell me when to go. Who was that? They not like us. Yeah. So all they know is that. So you feel me? But as far as like a whole body of work at the Super Bowl, I liked it. I liked the performance. It was dope. The vibes was good. The choreography was good. You feel me? I still don't understand that American flag type thing. Yeah.
We'll get there. But did you see? Somebody fell out and they had to pick up. They had to call an ambulance driver from Dallas to come pick the dude up off the middle of the field.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, because of the fucking ambulance driver, Anthony Davis. Look, Laker fans, y'all scaring the fuck out of the Dallas organization. Nico, I know he's somewhere hiding. That was the worst trade in American history. And look at your boy AD, man. Look at this. I call him ambulance driver. That's all I call him. And they'd be like, why you call him ambulance? Street clothes, ambulance driver. This is what you get for AD. That's what he is. He's a glass tin man. You know what I'm saying? Out indefinitely already. And y'all say Luka was fat. I'm not even a Dallas fan, but I can't watch somebody get bullied and beat up like that and not say nothing, man. That was a complete and utter just, I don't know, man. That's the saddest shit I ever seen in my life. And now he's out indefinitely.
It couldn't have happened in better fashion.
It's supposed to. Cause he could have got away with it a little bit if they would have did good and went to the playoffs and had like a first, second round exit. People would have kind of forgot about it. They needed to see that. How dare you say this 26-year-old phenomenon is anywhere in comparison, because his little bit of unconditioning is anywhere in comparison to a 31-year-old ambulance driver. Like, it's beyond me. It should be investigated by the Federal Bureau of Investigations, because he said it was between 2 longtime friends, right? The dude who in LA used to be Kobe's agent, and then he was the one who was responsible for Kobe going from Adidas to Nike. So that seemed like a conflict of interest for these 2 people who's worked together so closely to do a trade that affects an organization like that. They're saying it came from up top, the owners, which it had to. You're not going to trade my best player without my bottom, without telling me nothing. So it for sure had something to do with it, but it was terrible, bro. They rescinded the trade in LA for the center, the young bull out of Charlotte. He went, where they at now? They still in Charlotte? Yeah, they sent them back, so that's cool. And the Warriors looking good, baby. That's the one thing I will say about this trade deadline. Jimmy Buckets and Killer Curry, they look like something to watch. It looked like that missing piece we've been needed. Definitely better than Andrew Wiggins.
This is hella random.
Yeah.
Did they take away the Bobcats to bring back the Hornets, or did the Hornets?
Yeah, I just started Charlotte Bobcats because they're no longer there, right? And the New Orleans Pelicans, right? They're somewhere in this mix too, right?
When did they take away the Bobcats? After Emeka Okafor?
Yeah, they didn't have the Bobcats never did nothing. So who's in Charlotte right now? Is it the Hornets? Yeah.
I don't know where they are.
That's hella random, but yeah, that's a good question though. We gotta look that up. Who turned into who? But LaMelo, yeah, you know I love LaMelo. But Jimmy, man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Now that's some real sports right there.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited I haven't even watched yet, and I'm not gonna watch until we have like a bad game or something like that. But right now he been fired. I'm superstitious like that. If it's working, don't look at it. Just let it work.
Yeah, that's facts.
You don't even check on it.
You gotta do the same thing. I've been watching, so now I'm stuck in it.
Once you've been doing, you don't mess up.
Yeah.
You just don't do that. Jimmy Buckets, the butler in the house, he been doing his thing, baby, and that's what we need. We needed him, Curry, to start it off first quarter. Bop. Curry get your break. Jimmy Buckets still bring the intensity and the buckets and that leadership and that playoff knowledge. And boom and working like that, and then throwing back in, and then it was the most slept on, not really talked about acquisition, but it's turned out to be a damn good one.
And it's good we got it like that because they let the Miami Heat tarnish his name, like they do when people don't act right, they tarnish your name. But
so we got him for a bag of rice.
So Andrew Wiggins, nothing. I think we gave a pick for him on first rounder though, but I'll take that for Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? And we got him signed for 3 years, I believe, this year and the next 2 years after that. So for the rest of Curry, they're gonna go out together. Hopefully they can get a ring. Definitely worth it at this point. Definitely worth it. Don't forget, he took a team full of mediocre players. He took a team with Tyler Hero and a whole bunch of bums to the finals twice. You know what I'm saying? Bam Adebayo, whatever his name is, he definitely is good. But Jimmy did that. So be careful when you got Jimmy, a person who can carry a team, and Curry, a person who can carry a team, and Draymond, somebody who's going to sock you in the middle of the game on the same team together in the playoffs. Y'all watch out for my boys. But
they probably going to shred me for this, but why does Udonis Haslam have a statue?
He does. That was AI. Him sitting on the bench.
All right. I was just like, cause I saw it last week, and I'm just like, okay, I fuck with the. Oh, that's okay. I thought it was real. I didn't peep it. I was just like, I'm like, what the fuck going on? Do I need to go down there and be a lone white fan? I need a statue in the bleachers.
He was there for 20 years. He was there for damn near dub. He was there for hella long. He might deserve it just to like you being here.
What? No. He don't deserve that. I'm glad you told me that was AI, and I didn't even peep it. I'm just like,
because that got me.
The placement was crazy. I'm like,
got me too.
I'm like somebody on the park bench. I'm like, that's cool. People sit by and take pictures. You feel me? I really thought it was a real thing. I was like, they gonna cook me for this. Somebody gonna be like, you don't know, he did all this, and he was like, So all right, so that's cool.
It's hella funny though, because they got him on the bench. That's the funny part about it. It's like, but yeah, man. Shout out UH, man.
I am a diehard 49ers fan, so I have all copyrights to say this. I'm so happy Debo Sassy Samuels wants out. I'm so happy. Get him out of there. It's about time. Let's get something good for him. 3rd round, whatever, a young talent, something. Get that man out of there. He wants out. Get him out of there.
He ain't do nothing this year.
He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. He didn't even break a tackle this year. And then he complained about not getting the ball, and then got the ball, and then dropped it for a touchdown that would have put us up. Have he went anywhere? Probably not. But I'm just saying, just speaking on him, just zoning in on Debo Sassy Samuels. And then the only thing he did this year was dress sassy and straight to the locker room like a baddie.
Became a fashion over.
Yeah.
A fashion over football player.
Yeah, and this little $80,000 purchases and stuff like that.
That's how he wanted.
I don't care how you dress. If you killing him. If Jimmy Buckets want to throw the weed back in his head and get the piercings on his face and be a little emo thought,
and we win a ring,
I don't give a pluck.
I would parade around with that man with the perm and the little piercing.
I might get a perm if we win something.
Shit, we might have to bring it back to the 80s around this thing. You know what I'm saying?
I've been wanting to do that for a long time anyway.
You know what I'm saying?
But let's get him out of there. I'm happy Jawan Jennings has stepped up and showed us he can be a high number 2 receiver.
And y'all gonna get Ayuki back.
We're going to get Ayuki back. We got Parcells.
Parcells.
I got to delete that news little break app off my phone because they just say anything on there. I don't know if Tyreek been hinting that he want to come to the Niners. I've been seeing little stuff about us supposedly getting Devontae Adams, all like that. I don't know what's going on, but I know any addition would be better than Deebo Samuel. If you don't want to be there, I don't want to keep nobody that don't want to be there.
Nah, for real.
Get him out of there, save some cap money, give Brock Purdy 32,000, and let's try again, boys. I think next season for us, we ain't forgetting all that, but I think next season us will be way better than it was this year.
All right, where we going? We going with the big story, or we want to go with?
Is that all? That's all the good sports stuff?
That's all we got. We a little over on sports.
All right.
We got run into another one.
Who you want to talk about, your boy?
Let's get it out the way.
Uncle Screech.
Let's get it out the way. We gonna run a clip first.
I didn't know this nigga couldn't read.
Address this, because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before the time, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and
Nigga
family.
didn't blink.
Come out.
He didn't want to mess
I'm
up.
around the ring. February 13th.
They got Parkinson's?
Why y'all doing? Hey man, if he told, he deserved to get done however he getting done right now. But
I don't think he told. I went and read the paperwork. I did my research, but I'm going to let him give it to y'all.
all right, so I read the paperwork because I hear too much stuff, and like I'm saying, when we throwing snitch allegations on somebody's name, you know what I'm saying, I just want to see that work. You know what I'm saying? That's how I go in the street. That's how I go in jail. You got to see that work. You can't take a man word for nothing. You know what I'm saying? People got their own ways of going about, own way of feeling how they feeling. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that stuff was inconsistent. So I went and looked up that paperwork. I just want to address some of the things we've seen. I'm actually going to give y'all live breaking bigger business news. Now, this is not what we do here, break down paperwork, but it's a part of,
This is needed. It's been a long time. There's a lot going on.
Needed, you know what I'm saying?
This is needed right here.
So, all right, let's see. We're going to share. I got to share my screen for this. Let's see. We're going to share the entire screen, man. Y'all get to see what goes on behind the scenes here. Oh, you got to click on? Okay, yeah. There we go. All right, so I got it up in here. Bam. Boom. All right, so it's a few different documents. These different excerpts. Let's see. All right, I just want to address...
Yeah, him with the keys. I don't
want to key moments. All right. So the biggest thing that they said in this was that Meech, Big
Screech.
That Meech told for the reason of him getting a time reduction, right? I highlighted the excerpt from the paperwork. Now it does say up here. If we look, Demetrius Flannery, Gatling, which is Cuffy, and Fidel Suarez were related in a drug distribution conspiracy, right? They go on to say who Meech is, who BMF is, who Cuffy is, and it goes on to say what they're in jail for. CSI 1, which is Tammy Collins, based on information from CSI 1, an independent investigation by DEA St. Louis agents, Suarez, who was the California plug, owned and operated a trucking company in California and had been investigated and or arrested without conviction for suspected drug trafficking in 2005 and 2009. He'd been in the game. In addition, an independent investigation by DEA St. Louis agents revealed 2 large quantity drug seizures from a truck operated by Suarez's trucking company. Finally, the affidavit attested that based on information from CSI 1, Tammy Collins provided to DEA Atlanta agents, Flannery and Suarez had became associated while both incarcerated. And for monetary gain, Flannery arranged through Tammy Collins for Suarez to provide cocaine and multiple kilos for Cuffy.
I'm glad you said that. Y'all remember that.
So the most important thing right there in that passage is everybody keeps saying it's in the paperwork that he testified for a time reduction. I read the paperwork. It literally states right here he did this for monetary gain. Now, I'm not a lawyer here, so if anybody can show me something else that says otherwise, for sure, y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? But from what that says, he did it because he was trying to get a couple dollars behind the wall, which is what people do. All right? The second thing that I want to address from when I read the paperwork is why he signed his life rights over to the feds if he knew she was a fed, right? In this statement right here, CSI 1 relationship with Flannery and Suarez. When, keyword being when CSI 1 became a DEA informant, CSI 1 was and had been a longtime friend with associates of Demetrius Flannery. Specifically, CSI 1 held Flannery's power of attorney with life rights and creative control, the right to tell and presumably sell Flannery's life story for profit. Those rights by CSI 1 estimated could be worth $1 million. Both Agent Harvey and Agent Cromer were aware of CSI relationship with Flannery. So the and then they said that it was normal for people to call her phone. So the reason why when is most important is because when she became a DEA agent, she had already been longtime friends with Meech.
I said that.
Yeah, and she had the rights to the story when she became an agent. All right, so that's an important thing. When people say, "Why are you signing your life?" She already had them by the time she started working with the police. It's still unclear if Meech told her to go work with the police, but they saying he did it for a time reduction. In the paperwork, it says he did it for monetary gain. The thing that sticks out the most to me is this right here. All right. I'm going to start from up here. Upon reviewing the court filings, in this case, CSI 1 contacted her controlling DEA agent, James Davidson. Agent Davidson testified at the evidentiary hearing that Tammy expressed concern that the motion filed in this case and the government's response to those motions contained detailed information that Tammy feared would reveal her identity and make it easy for someone to figure out who she is. CSI panicked and took measures into her own hands to protect herself. Those measures including contacting the undersigned judge whose chambers referred to Tammy to the United States Attorney's Office, and driving several hours to Louisiana soon after learning about the court filing, an attempt to see Flannery, Meech, to explain her position and try to deflect any accusations coming Tammy's way. It appears that she did not speak with Flannery in Louisiana on March 6th, but CSI testimony suggests that when she finally did speak with Flannery, Meech, he advised her he didn't want his name caught up in this mess. Now, if he already knew, why are you, when you're on the verge of being exposed, why do you have to go somewhere and explain yourself to somebody if you already knew? You get what I'm saying? That hints to me that he didn't know. Shit was hitting the fan, and she rushed down there to try to tell him that, hey, you're going to hear some stuff. It's not me. So that tells me, if I'm reading it correctly and understanding it correctly, that he didn't know because she had to go explain herself. Now, you can argue that she has to explain that, oh, the cat's out the bag, you got to do something. And that's why he said, don't get my name caught up in this mess. But that's like, that seems like that's going above and beyond more or less than her telling him that, hey, I'm a federal agent. I know you didn't know, my bad. Not like he can go kill her. He's behind the wall. He can't jump over the table and strangle her. There's nothing he can do. All he can do is tell you, keep my name out your mouth. You got me fucked up. You got me in some shit. My name finna be all bad. Keep my name out your mouth. That's all you can do at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? And then the other part of this is DEA Atlanta Group Supervisor Keith Cromer and our one more direct reports were investigated by the Office of Personal Responsibility and the Office Inspector General, OIG, among other things, an allegedly inappropriate relationship between Agent Cromer and Tammy. Improper payments to the confidential source. So Tammy was getting paid. And falsified reports to justify improper payments. Based on what was known at the investigation at the time, the United States conceded that the defendants were entitled to Frank's hearing and agreed to disclose related material to the investigation. So there was more, how we stop this? There was more talking about payments. In that paperwork, there was more references to her getting paid. When she did her first bust, which is probably after she already had Meech's rights, she busted some gentleman named Terry White, and she got 1/3 of everything that was forfeited over to the feds by during that bust. So she was getting paid the whole time. So not only did she have Meech rights, which she was gonna get paid off, she was flipping on these BMF dudes and getting paid that way. And it just happened under Meech's nose, according to the paperwork. If somebody has something else in the paperwork that I didn't see or that I didn't read, please feel free to share it. There's supposed to be correspondence, but from what I read, which is the paperwork that everybody bring, I went from page 1 to 32. It seems like he didn't know that she was a Fed.
And all that I just took from what you read was, it don't matter. It don't matter. All he did was turn his boys on to a CSI, a confidential informant. That's all he did. So whether he told on purpose or not, mafia rules, old school mob, MOB, either way, it's not going to happen now, either or though. Back in them days, he a dead man walking.
And
he's a dead man walking, whether he told or not. I'm still not convinced all the way that he didn't tell. That paper does bring a lot of clarity, though.
That's fair.
But I'm gonna wait until Tammy come out with her paperwork and her correspondence, and it has all the receipts on who she did this with, who she did that with, the transaction, the dates, agreements between her and Meech. And another big thing that I have done. Another big question that I have is, how are you setting up drug deals from prison and it comes out and you get caught for it, but you don't get a day added on?
Nobody got time for that.
I don't care about that, bro. I'm talking about Big Meech. How do you not get a day added on? You still set up. You heard that they said this drugs were seized. So, but how do you not get no time added on? That lets me know that she was working and she had some pull, whether he knew or not. She kept him from getting time.
She did deny that he had any involvement in it in the court.
Of course she did, because at that time she was cool. She was promised something. She had the rights. She probably wanted Meech also to bounce out and be with her. You know,
she probably felt bad about, like, you know, I flipped on you, and you know, according to the paperwork, you didn't know, so you probably like, oh yeah, I just did you dirty, and you found out. I'm gonna try to save face, but like the brother said, rules of the streets, rules of the mafia. If I introduce him to somebody, he go do something illegal with that man. That man happens to do a rat. That's on me. Vice versa, the way it goes. That's how the streets go. So old school mafia rules, you getting whacked. You know what I'm saying? Street rules, you done. You brought the Fed around, whether it was intentionally or unintentionally. You the one who brought the Fed around. That's why I understand why Cuffy is going on this rampage. Now it does seem like he's throwing his own twist in it, but if I'm sitting up in there and I'm reading this paperwork, like, he introduced her to me, I'm gonna start concocting shit in my own head too. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be like, that nigga, you ain't gonna be able to tell me that nigga didn't tell me. Even if I read it, I don't even care, you bad. So I get why everything is like how it is. You know, I read it, so it's in black and white, so that's what you gotta go off if you wanna call somebody a snitch. But either way, it's bad. It looks bad for me. And then you got people like Lil Baby pulling out the concert. Terry White was somebody in Atlanta. I done.
So Lil Baby put out the concert.
To my understanding.
I told you niggas. I told you. Yeah. I told you niggas that it's gonna be a lot of this and that, and once one of them big name pullouts, it's gonna be an uncontrollable bleed. It's gonna be an uncontrollable bleed. And you feel me? Now you got 42 Doug with the paperwork out. I want to see that.
Yeah, so
people not rocking with that.
You're gonna have the 42 Doug want to see the dudes in Detroit. They still trying to get more clarity, because it still is like, basically that third party rule 35 stuff. That's not in the paperwork. It's not real up to this point. Now, if Cuffy,
we don't know that it's real. We gonna hear when the docuseries 50 Cent not finna put some shit out that's not gonna favor into what he wants to his propaganda. He's not gonna do that.
You already gotta come in at looking at 50 Cent wanted to be a certain type of way too. And 50 Cent
and he's not gonna produce nothing that's not gonna be like that.
But it might not. That might entail it not being fully true. But
50 ain't getting down like that.
I don't know. But the way this is how Cuffy can kill it. That paperwork right here is not attesting to what you saying, Cuffy. If you got some paperwork from your case, like, you know, that's not, because you didn't go to jail for this. You didn't go to jail for that. That's what started the wiretap, that you got caught doing something else on the wiretap and you went to jail from that.
He definitely went to jail for fucking with Tammy and fucking with Big Meech.
It started the wiretap.
So he definitely went to jail for that. Other than that, he was flying on the radar.
But if you got some paperwork, put that to the forefront. You can have somebody mail your paperwork to the house. You know what I'm saying? Your daughter, one of your kids, your lovely wife.
People got that, and that's what's so weird about this. You the only nigga that get up here on this podcast and spit it like that. I give you kudos to you. Everybody else saying something totally different. Sean G, Whack, Gangster, Terrence Gangster, and nobody has a horse in this race.
Yeah.
So
Sean G.
That's the only thing that's throwing me off about this. Don't forget, Cuffy was going around with the movie script and all that. Spent $250. We'll do a whoop.
Yeah.
And him and I forget the gentleman's name, but him and MC Hammer, older brother, that's known in the movie business and the music, had a $20 million deal on the table with Lionsgate Films. Mm-hmm. Once Tammy came in and threw that all off. Mm-hmm. And then Cuffy go to jail. That way he ain't getting no money. Mm-hmm. He getting time. Wherever he got the time from, he still was cut out the deal. Mm-hmm. All that good stuff. Mm-hmm. Where's all this money at? Because clearly Meech don't have none.
Oh, but this is where y'all, and this is my whole thing. In the fact, Tammy Cowens. Who is Tammy Cowens? People need to really realize that according to what I just read, according to what she was fucking the Fed. I believe she probably fucked Cuffy just on some fluke shit. I'm not saying he was sweating her. That paperwork sounded like she was fucking the California plug because he asked her to go on a trip with him to St. Louis. It seemed like she just one of them bitches, man. I know niggas don't like giving credit to hoes, but it's like that she was a square. And she got involved with some.
That's all opinion right there. I got an opinion that she fucked Cuffy.
Okay, that she fucked.
Opinion that she fucked Warren.
But bottom of the line, that is opinion based. What's not opinion based, she owns the right to that man's life.
Yeah, but I'm talking about all this money that he doesn't have money, so he got to do backbiting shit with Rick Ross, the fake Rick Ross, that wants to do a Rick Ross movie, that wants to do a Big Meech movie, but she's not even real Rick Ross.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, she got control of all that. So either 50 need to break him off, or she need to break him off, and obviously that relationship is sour.
Ain't nobody breaking him off.
That's why he's broke.
That's why he's reading from. That's why he's reading in monologue. 3-word sentences.
My whole
like
thing is one thing Meech is guilty of is being way trustworthy, kind of simpish behavior,
and fucking his son career off. And you gotta put that out there.
Fucking his son career off.
Matter of fact, fucking a lot of people career off at the moment. Ain't no more BMF.
I mean, yeah. That's all that come from this. I'm just saying that was that's a cold bitch, man. And I'm not even gonna say that because I don't want people to get mad. But out here where we at on the West Coast, the Bay Area, we a little bit game tight when it comes to these women. It seemed like it was just a little bit too loose with that particular woman, and that ended up in a lot of people going to jail. People losing they movie careers and all this, and it's all tied up behind that woman because she is the center of this. I know we focusing on Meech, we focusing on making him and Cuffy the thing, but the real person, to me, what it seemed like is that woman played her hand in a cold way. You know
she wouldn't have no hand to play if Meech didn't give her one.
But that's
so you got to go straight to the nucleus. You got to go to the epicenter with that.
When women they gonna play, if you let them play you, they gonna play you.
And he still had to give her the rights to play him.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. He didn't fact check anything.
Yeah.
He just took a word. Yeah. Thinking with his little head, not his big one.
Yeah.
And this is what you have.
I mean,
you have an empire that's being crumbled
by a woman
after you didn't serve your time.
Yeah.
Mainly, if you served your time and you didn't tell, and it looked like he didn't tell, you should come out and be on top of the world, Craig.
She did. Hey, he got done. Hey, brother, I can't help. I tell brothers all the time, man, keep these bitches out your business. You know what I'm saying?
Keep these black queens out your business.
She's not a black.
She got some black in her.
Okay, keep. All right, man, keep these women. What the fuck are you talking about right now? Hey, keep out your business, B. You know what I'm saying? It's businesses you can do with women. If y'all want to go buy a piece of property together, y'all want to open up a restaurant together. But if she ain't got nothing, if she wasn't with you shooting in the gym, keep her out your motherfucking business. It's period, point blank. You'll go a lot further in life, bro. But that's me and my little pieces of game, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't operate like that, and I'm not saying all women is bad. Some women will elevate. They will multiply. You know what I'm saying? The Gucci and Keisha situation. He went down, left the keys in her hands, came out to some more money. This wasn't that situation. Meech definitely got the short end of the stick, and it's gonna be hard. It's just what's happening is kind of a bed you made. You get what I'm saying? Whether it was intentional or not, you made this bed. That's why it's going on like that. But
and he can't even make it up right now because there's still a lot still coming out.
It's still more stuff coming. And at the end of the day, that's just what I read. Like I said, I want to see that black and white. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's real at the end of the day. But it still might be more to it than that. You know
It's more to it.
It still might be more to it.
He probably still told.
So I'm not gonna call you a snitch right now because I ain't seen nothing that said you snitch. But I'm not gonna let you off the hook because it might still be more that come off. But I did do it. It don't look like you told from what I saw thus far. But when that tell-all come out, like I said, I'm still waiting for the tell-all. We're gonna see what Tammy says because she might have receipts.
Tammy has receipts. There's no mic. Tammy has all that.
We gotta see them, man. So, but
Tammy has all that.
My brother believes she got the receipts.
She got the receipts.
I ain't seen it, so I gotta see it. When she come out with it, that's where I'm gonna go.
She got the receipts. She was a confidential fucking informant, fucking the DA. She got everything.
Yeah, but she gotta have receipts saying that Meech knew. She has to prove by some way saying he knew before him.
You don't think she's gonna be able to prove whatever she need to prove?
It's not in the paperwork, so I don't think so.
I'm saying, you don't think so? You don't think she has a paperwork too? You don't think all of them had their own paperwork? You don't think so?
Yeah, but it would be listed if something said that he told. You know what I'm saying? I mean, something said that he told her to do that.
She ain't finna do a docu-series for nothing.
She gonna do a Dr. Series because 50 Cent finna put a bag in her face and say, you finna come do this.
Yeah, but she ain't finna just get up there and if there's nothing to say, it ain't nothing to say. If there's nothing that ain't gonna damage Meech, she ain't, what's there to say? What's there to say? She know the ins and outs. Don't forget he was locked up and she was out here running amok. So she knows some shit that he probably don't even know about.
I think she know a lot of shit that he don't know about. He probably know now, but she definitely took her own. She just definitely went on her own and did her own thing, man. That's why. And is she black?
She a Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican? Okay.
I don't know what she is.
Okay, yeah, because some of them don't.
Some of them face shots be a little weird. Sometimes she like she got a little sister in her.
And then I don't remember Blue eventually bought her around. He could have threw a wrench in there from the beginning, but that's whatever. But yeah, man,
we ain't gonna throw out speculation like that.
That's a cold.
Come on, man. We ain't gonna do all that.
We ain't speculating. But yeah, that's a cold one right there, man. Meech, I hope.
Regardless if he told or not, it's still his fault. Everything is his fault.
With Cuffy's situation, still his fault.
Everything as far as BMF falling apart.
Yeah. I mean, start with you and end with you. That's kind of how it go when you the boss, when you the head honcho. So that you started it. You put money in a lot of people's pockets. You know what I'm saying? So you brought some people up, but you also it looks like you also gonna bring them down with you. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that, man.
I know. Lil Me's like, damn, why you couldn't stay in jail? Running your fucking mouth.
They put every clip of this man walking to the car.
I saw that. That was so sad. I don't even know if that shit is like 5 years old.
Exactly. Like, come on now.
It fit the times we in.
Come on now,
you feel me? It fit the times we in. Seeing is believing, baby.
But let's raise up off Meech. We're gonna have to jump back into it. We going on time. Let's run to the next clip unless you got a final thought on that.
Big Meech for surely he told. Go ahead.
All right. Latest breaking off the street, man. It's taking over the airways right now. Let's just run into it, man. The boy Aaron, the plumber, Stockton's very own.
Stockton.
You here for Erica?
Stockton.
Yeah. How?
What you mean how?
How's you for Erica? How's you here for Erica? I'm talking to this man. I'm talking to this man. Please don't interrupt.
What makes you think you better than for Erica for me?
What thing? Well, I'm not being promiscuous. While I'm waiting here, brother, while we was in that hotel line, I did see you exchange numbers with a female,
That's how shit right there.
You remind me like a
hotel room, man. So how's you here for
That's
that?
how shit.
We was getting YouTube content. What you talking
YouTube content?
Yeah.
Come on now. You was trying to get jiggy, man. Come on now.
Come on, no sir.
Man, you'll hump anything moving, man. You're a nasty
So we went to my room.
What?
We went to my room.
Man, there was 3 of y'all, Y'all had the 3-on-3 popping,
We
I
went
heard
to
that
my room.
from another man's mouth.
Yeah,
that was on the show, man. Y'all had the 3-on-3 popping.
We went to my room.
So I'm a liar? You calling me a liar?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get down, bro. Get down right
Okay,
here.
he's spunky though. I'll give him that.
He
He's spunky.
just be wanting to get naked on camera.
Yeah, but he come get him up though.
Yeah, nigga. Of course, if you a freaky ass nigga, you love this right here, tangling with another man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That nigga, if he was in prison, he'd be like a big Baby Davis, up in there, demon eyes.
He went to prison.
You can tell. He loved testing with men.
Get it back.
Yeah, and he did.
That boy was swimming. Hold on.
In prison and show him nothing.
You got a little bit more right here.
I'm not gonna keep fighting you, blood.
Why are you doing this? Why you get? Who gives a fuck? I'm not a.
So that was for the love of Eric Mena, who like 45 years old right now. It's like, well, I guess they need something, but she is in that social media celebrity, Love and Hip Hop celebrity.
You wouldn't go on that show for Mena? You wouldn't go on that show for Mena?
I mean, for clout.
All right, Mena.
Nah, not for Mena.
Mena, clout. I'm saying you wouldn't go on that.
We doing this, so if I'm gonna promote the Bigger Business, hey, I'm on there.
And I'm gonna put you to the side like, bro, you really need to bag Mena.
I mean, if I could bag her, I'd bag her. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Not if I could. If I was trying to bag her, I'd bag her.
You gonna have to fight him? You gonna have to fight the plumber?
I'm gonna give him one right in the mouth. Just pop it off.
I don't know. The plumber from that stock, baby.
Okay.
2-1.
You trying to?
Nightingale. Okay. I don't know where you're from. Let me take that back.
Stockton, but
I think you see how he getting down. He's spunky.
He's spunky though, but I think he got off the show on a bad foot. It was just downhill from there to the point to where he got off the ended the show, left the show early, talking about he finna sue Eric Mena because she slapped him. They trying to portray him in a bad light. I kind of like the guy. That was whole shit. That what we just saw. Oh, I seen you talking to another broad, and
And you feeling that?
No, I'm not feeling that.
You said you kind of like the guy.
I mean, I'm from his previous shows. Let me make that clear. From the Pop the Balloon, which is where he came on the scene. That
he was boosy. It
was cool. It was entertaining.
I know a boosy nigga when I see him.
And then he had a little no jumper interview. He was popping it, and that was. It came out before this, but it was really after that. Now that I see what's going on, he was explaining what happened then, but I didn't understand because it ain't came out yet. So, and also that brother that he was just fighting, that's a brother from Ontario, Canada, Seb the porn star, and he was tragically killed in Nebraska after a club or at a club trying to defend his cousin from a physical altercation.
I thought he was from Nebraska. That's crazy.
No, he's from Ontario, Canada. Maybe he moved to Nebraska. Ain't that all up there though? That's probably like across the water type thing.
Nebraska kind of.
He was a blood though. He was big blood. Now from what I've seen, he was throwing them bees up. And it was probably funking or whatever. But that man did tragically lose his life. Rest in peace to him. Right now you looking down, seeing yourself put the beats on the turtle. But yeah, it was wild, man. And the turtle, Aaron the plumber, it's a wild stuff. He got in a fight with the Transformer on the show. They went 2 rounds, and
he got mollywopped on foes.
I think he whooped that.
He got bruh. He whooped cuz or not. The fact that you fighting a transmission is even weird. It makes it look like y'all in a relationship. There's no win. There's no win when it comes to that. It's always a lose-lose. I can see like your respect, but even then, you know what? I don't even dabble on that life. Whatever. Don't touch me. Woo-doo-woo. But let's not forget, he was on the bus or the stretch, whatever it was, popping game at it. Even leaned in for a kiss. Even jumped up to go sit by the transmission. You feel me? Whatever he liked, that's what he liked. But don't get mad about it.
We don't judge here on Bigger Business.
We don't judge. We listen. You feel me?
But yeah.
Don't get mad about it. But I'm just saying, that's kind of like, it seemed like ain't no way you can't tell me you know I was a man.
He went down a slippery slope.
Ain't no way you can't tell me you know.
And I think that energy is what he just carried with him that whole time. Because now he felt like, they sex playing me.
He sex played himself.
He sex played himself. Now he feel played. Now I had to drop it. Because there's no way you getting 3 fights in less than 12 hours. Like, that's crazy. And he fought 2 white boys on the bus too. And that same sitting. They ain't show that one fully, but yeah, blood. He went there, he turned it up. His name, if your goal is to get your name popping, you are definitely the talk of the town right now on these internet streets. So yeah, brother, tighten up. I don't know. I ain't watched the show in full depth. I
don't watch the show.
I don't watch Zeuz. I don't like Zeuz like that.
None of that. If I watch Juice, is what is it called?
Zeuz.
If I watch Zeus, it's because I'm watching my partner, Miss Wet Wet.
Shout out Wet Wet.
You feel me?
Yeah, it's a few Bay Area cats on there. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
They picking up a lot of these women from around the way.
Miss Wet Wet is a real friend of mine. We go back 15 years. Mm-hmm. We working something out where the kinks. I ain't gonna speak on it no more. But I ain't here to hate on nobody. But I'm just saying, don't pop at the transmission and then want to fight the transmission and then want to fight the transmission.
When he walked in, the transmission got crazy though.
Of course, because you were
like,
flirting with me. Yesterday. You were flirting with me. Even the transmission was like, ain't no way you can't tell I'm a man. I'm bigger than you.
It was a strong chin.
It was I'm saying, and he was sitting face to face. You feel me?
Broad daylight, yeah.
Broad daylight. Yeah. Everybody on the bus kick back looking at you like this. You feel me? And you leaned in for a kiss. And the only reason the kiss didn't happen because you got denied by a man. Pretty much, you got denied by a man. So of course, when that man saw you, you feel me? And the voice got deep. You feel me?
Then it was going deep in line, but he did cut cuz right there though. But then he got whopped.
He got whopped by the man too. The transmission was rushing.
He got whopped.
I ain't gonna lie. If it wasn't nobody around, that first round he was done.
I ain't gonna say he got
if it wasn't nobody pull the trend off of him, some purple passion stuff probably would have happened. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. You feel me? So it probably would have happened. Probably would have got kissed at the end of that beat down. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And the second time, you feel me? That's still a man, bro.
It's still a man. That's still a man. That's what
with a strong draw. You saw that draw?
They kept getting crazy with him. Like, how do you feel hitting the? I'm like, it's like, get the fuck away. But anyways, I don't even want to go too much on that topic. But
why not?
Because I don't know the YouTube powers that be. I don't.
We ain't dissing nobody. It's all love, baby.
It's all love. It's all love.
It's all love, baby. I'm just saying, don't be mad when you was just, all flirtatious and all like that. If that's your truth, live your truth. But don't fight the world afterwards after you expose yourself. It just ain't, I'm just saying, Aaron the plumber should be Aaron the king boxer. You feel me? Or something like that. I don't know. But live your life, man. Live your life.
So the man ended up suing. The last clip,
That's what put the cherry on top.
The next clip I seen was him like swelled up, man. You could tell this is within the same period, right?
He was looking like Martin.
Because it was I guess you got 3 fights. You got the bus fight, you got the transmission fight, and then you got Cuz. Cuz put the final beats on you though. He still campaigning on the internet like, I ain't get whooped. I ain't really get whooped like that, but they edited the fight and whoop-de-whoop.
It's some strange shit that go on behind the walls, and all that butt shit mean nothing, baby. Especially when you swing with your eyes closed.
I don't know from what we saw, he definitely caught you one. And you can get caught with one and get dropped and get back in the fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the drop is everything, but
he got whooped, bro.
From what we saw that was, you
And after I whoop you, I'm not finna keep fighting you. Next, I'm finna pull out something and
because at this point, how far we gonna keep on going?
You're not finna tire me out because you amped up because you got whapped, and I'm tired because I just whapped you. You feel me? So we're not finna keep going down that street. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so all right, so you was flirting, you was taboo flirting, supposedly, or that's your field or lane. I don't know. I can't judge you. I'm just going off what I saw. Then you got mad at the player from the Himalayas with the 3-piece, not the 3-piece suit, but the 3-piece.
Yeah.
And what word do you use? That's not even my vocabulary.
Promiscuous.
You been promiscuous.
I don't know.
Or Eric Mena. That's your type of guy, though.
No, that was not playing.
You said you like the guy.
He's entertaining. He's entertaining. Yes, he's entertaining for sure. I'm not. I don't do the player hating. I don't do the.
Everybody player hating.
No, I'm talking about that was player hating.
Oh yeah, he was definitely player hating.
Talking about I seen you with 3 going up and down. Like, that's real player hating. You know what I'm saying? If that's his truth, live your truth, brother. I don't know. They was all on the bus. They said it all out loud. Everybody's like, hey, man, she's like, I'm a whoop-de-wop. Maybe you didn't hear it. Maybe you was on the other side of the bus.
He didn't have to hear it, but he saw it. He said face-to-face with it.
Oh, true. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so, hey, whatever. I know once you sat down, he got at you out of pocket. You had to fight at that point.
He didn't have to fight because he didn't want to fight yesterday. 6. I'm saying it wasn't like it was like day 1, day 2. It was all that was tied in. Yeah. You would just don't flirt with somebody and then the next day you see him, you just like, come on now.
So bam. But hey, at the end of the day, it's must see TV because that shit got the social. Every time it just keep popping up. You fighting either blood or you fighting blood. So you did what you're supposed to do. That you definitely got traction coming to you. You probably ruined your chances of a show on Zeuz because you suing them. So I mean, so you killed that.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb.
But it's definitely hella other platforms. He got mad in the moment and started trying to sue him though. After you got the second ass whooping.
After you got mollywopped on foes?
After you got mollywopped on foes.
I ain't gonna lie, Zeus like the pinnacle for...
It's crazy that this is allowed.
For niggerdom. That's like the top of the top right there.
You know, it's like, it's the bottom of the barrel, but they lift the barrel up. Grab what's left on the bottom of that motherfucker. They is crazy with it.
You for surely get a watermelon piece of chicken once you reach heights. You done
Man, it's like, bro.
You think?
It's like, they got spent.
Zeus up there though. Zeus
is the most popping shit right now, period. If any young ladies come out, they gonna be pulling over. They pulling out Zeus. They watching Zeus. On the phone, they watching Zeus. Even the younger girls watching that shit. That's what my problem is. Like the little 13, 14, 15-year-olds coming up watching that shit, and they gonna be like, oh yeah, we supposed to turn up and go fire on bitches and fire. It's like...
That's all they doing at these bad girl, baddie competitions. It's not even about
baddies, it's about bullies. That's what one of the bitches came on there and said. Because one of these females ended up getting stabbed or pistol whipped.
Yeah, I saw that.
Where they was at? They was like in New Orleans or they was somewhere, you know, one of these real places around here. And one of the girls fired on somebody's mama and they came back and pistol whipped the girl in the parking lot. Cause it's like y'all sitting here whispering in bitches here like you gotta whoop somebody, you wanna get on the show.
It's entertainment.
It's entertainment, but like what happens to the baddies of it? You know, it went from like, all this started with Flavor of Love. That's where this whole concept shit started. Then it went to Love of New York, Love of Hip Hop, you know, and so on and so forth. And now we had baddies of the West, baddies of Crenshaw, baddies of Compton, baddies of the Bay Area, East Oakland baddies, Woody Wop baddies, and that's literally a show. I'm not.
I love it.
I'm not being a show.
I know. I love it.
And it's just we here with it. But I love they giving everybody a chance to get on. You know what I'm saying? That is cool. But yeah, we here. This is where we at.
I'm so mad I can't find that freestyle of Big Meech freestyle. I'm so mad I can't. Oh man, I'm gonna have to post it one day, y'all. But yeah,
let's post it on the page when we find it.
Got Big Meech freestyling, but
let us know when you want us to drop that work on the page so you all can see it. Cause a lot of people keep saying I got the work. We got it. We'll drop it. We ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'll add this. You know what I'm saying? But we damn near at our time, man. That's Big Hop. It's Big Six. That's Bigger Business. Me.
Wait.
Our cousin just won. Our cousin just won.
I got the X in the. I can't get it. Y'all
lucky.
I can't do it. I ain't TV.
Y'all lucky.